Hello and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you 100 news and updates from the country and the world in 30 minutes. Let's begin. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the Sabarmati Report movie on Monday in the Bal Yogi Auditorium within the Parliament House complex. Prime Minister also met the director and the actors of Sabarmati Report. Week 2 of the winter session of the Indian Parliament resumed on Monday. In the upper house, Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar rejected 20 notices on various issues submitted under Rule 267. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar referred to Murphy's Law that anything that can go wrong will go wrong and urged parliamentarians to allow the proceedings. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar extended birthday greetings to member Jagat Prakash Nadda in the upper house of the Parliament today. In the lower house of the Lok Sabha, Ports, Shippings and Waterways Minister Sarbananda Sonowal introduced the Coastal Shipping Bill 2024. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan moved the motion for election of 2 members to the Council of National Institutes of Technology, Science, Education and Research in the lower house. During the question hour in the lower house, Minister Jayant Singh replied to the questions regarding Centres of Excellence for Skill Development. Amid ruckus by opposition members, both the houses of the parliament were adjourned for the day and will reconvene on Tuesday. India's Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju said that a broad consensus has been reached for the smooth functioning of both the houses from Tuesday. The decision was reached after all the party meeting with the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Om Birla, took place. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar attended the special plenary session on India and the World Partnership for Progress at CII's Partnership Summit in New Delhi. Addressing the summit, Dr. S. Jaishankar said that Indian economy has risen to the 5th position globally and advancing further needs more significant partnerships. Earlier in the day, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal addressed the inaugural session of CII's Partnership Summit 2024. He also launched a special initiative focusing on Make in India. Emphasizing on partnership between developing countries, Piyush Goyal said that India is ready to work with shared future and responsibility towards sustainability. Indian Minister Jayant Chaudhary participated as the chief guest in the 53rd Eid al-Ittihad National Day celebrations of the United Arab Emirates in New Delhi on Sunday. The United Arab Emirates is celebrating its 53rd National Day on Monday, highlighting the country's remarkable transformation from desert settlements to a global innovation hub. The India International Science Festival 2024 is on at IIT Guwahati in Assam from 30th of November till the 3rd of December, with an aim at steering India into a science and technology-led manufacturing hub. 40 years have passed since the world's biggest industrial tragedy, the Bhopal gas tragedy that took place in Madhya Pradesh's capital on the night of 2nd and 3rd of December in the year 1984. National Pollution Control Day is observed on Monday to commemorate thousands of residents of Bhopal who lost their lives in this tragedy. The Uttar Pradesh government has declared the Mahakumbh area of Prayagraj as a new district and will be known as Mahakumbh Mela district. The first exhibition of joint tabletop exercise sandbags between the Indian Army and the Cambodian Army commenced at the Foreign Training Node in Pune. The exercise is conducted from the 1st till the 8th of December. The Indian equity indices ended higher for the second consecutive session on Monday. At close, the Sensex was up 445.29 points or 0.59% at 80,248.08. At close, Nifty was up 144.9 points or 0.6% at 24,276. The Indian rupee declined to its weakest level on record on Monday, falling to 84.69 against the US dollar. Gold futures maturing on the 5th of December were priced at 75,896 rupees per 10 grams on multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for the 5th of December maturity stood at 88,496 rupees per kilogram on the MCX. Oil prices rose on Monday. Brent crude futures climbed 57 cents or 0.79% to $72.41 a barrel. JP Morgan has projected India's GDP growth to accelerate to 6.7% in the second half of financial year 2025, with a full year growth rate of 6.4%. FDI inflows into India surged 45% to $29.79 billion from April to September this fiscal year, according to the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Unified Payments Interface or the UPI transactions hit 15.48 billion last month, a 38% year-on-year increase according to NPCI data released on Sunday. Indian expatriates in the Maldives face remittance issues due to a dollar shortage. The Indian High Commission has urged Maldives to easing restrictions. Thousands of workers at night Volkswagen car and component plants across Germany started strikes lasting several hours on Monday. Volkswagen has demanded a 10% wage cut, and the fourth round of negotiations is scheduled to take place on the 9th of December. The India-Malaysia Joint Military Drill Harimau Shakti 2024 began in Bentong Camp in Kuala Lumpur. The 14-day-long exercise aims at improving defence cooperation between Indian Army and the Malaysian Army. Opening ceremony of the 16th session of the Conference of the Parties of United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification was held in Saudi Arabia's Riyadh. India's Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bhupendra Yadav, planted a sapling at the Indian Embassy in Riyadh. Government in Bangladesh has stopped 83 ISKCON members from travelling to India through Benapole checkpost in the last 2 days, despite them possessing valid passports and visas. President Joe Biden on Sunday issued an official pardon for his son Hunter Biden, who is facing sentencing for 2 criminal cases related to tax evasion and the purchase of a firearm. In a statement released by the White House, the US President said that Hunter Biden was being selectively unfairly prosecuted just because he is a son of the US President. US President-elect Donald Trump on Sunday announced that Lebanese-American businessman Massad Boulos would serve as the senior advisor on Arab and Middle Eastern affairs. Trump also picked his son-in-law, Jared Kushner's father, real estate mogul Charles Kushner, to serve as US ambassador to France. Russian and Syrian warplanes bombed the city of Idlib on Sunday in an attempt to push back insurgents who've swept across northern Syria. Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan met with Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi on Monday. The Turkish Foreign Minister said that Syrian government needs to reconcile with opposition. Earlier on Sunday, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi also met Syrian President Bashar al-Assad in Damascus. Assad described the situation in Syria as difficult. In a joint statement, the United States and its allies, France, Germany and Britain, on Sunday called for de-escalation in Syria and urged for the protection of civilians and infrastructure. The UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, has paused the delivery of aid through the key Kerem Shalom crossing between Israel and Gaza due to safety concerns. Israel Defense Forces said its troops removed several threats from Hezbollah in southern Lebanon that violated the ceasefire conditions. Hamas leaders held talks with Egyptian security officials on Sunday in a fresh push for a Gaza ceasefire deal. Kuwait's Emir Sheikh Mishal Al-Ahmed Al-Sabah called for a ceasefire in Gaza during the opening of the 45th session of the Gulf Cooperation Council in Kuwait on Sunday. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz arrived in Kyiv on Monday for a surprise visit to hold talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Scholz is all set to announce the delivery in December of further armaments worth $685 million. Around 56 people were killed following clashes between fans during a soccer match in Guinea. The match was part of a tournament organized in honor of junta leader Mamadi Doumbouya. Police in Australia found 2.3 tons of cocaine worth $760 million at the Queensland coast and arrested 13 people, including 2 juveniles, with conspiring to import the drug. Time to take a quick and short break. We will be right back.
पापा ने कहा इंजीनियर बनो, बन गया। हस्बैंड बनो, वो भी बन गया। पर मूर्ख बनो तो कहा ही नहीं। देखिए, नकली पेमेंट का एसएमएस, कहते हैं पापा का उधार लौटा रहे हैं, फिर बोलेंगे गलती से ज्यादा पैसे भेज दिए, बेटे बाकी के पैसे वापिस कर दो। आज्ञाकारी बेटा हूं, मूर्ख नहीं हूं। याद रहे, यूपीआई सेफ है, मगर कोई ऐसे बेवकूफ बनाए तो कहो मैं मूर्ख नहीं हूं।
जिंदगी की हर छोटी बड़ी जरूरत के लिए आप जो सपने सजाते हैं, बस उसी उम्मीद को तो हम सहारा लगाते हैं। एसआईपी आपकी सेविंग्स को आपकी खातिर काम पर लगाएगी। आज ही अपनी पहली एसआईपी की शुरुआत करें। अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने वित्तीय सलाहकार से परामर्श करें। एलआईसी म्यूचुअल फंड द्वारा निवेशक शिक्षा की एक पहल।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार के जोखिम के अधीन है। योजना से संबंधित सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Express News. Let's continue. Humanitarian assistance and disaster relief teams comprising of Indian Army troops from the Chennai Garrison Battalion rescued hundreds of civilians stranded in flood-hit areas of Puducherry. Following Cyclone Fainchal, the Indian Met Department has also issued an orange alert for heavy rainfall in Karnataka and its nearby districts till Tuesday. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin visited State Emergency Operation Theatre in Chennai to review the impact of Cyclone Fainchal. Indian Meteorological Department, or the IMD, has issued a red alert in 5 districts of Kerala, including Malappuram, Kozhikode, Wayanad, Kannur and Kasaragod on Monday. Cold wave swept through North India's Jammu and Kashmir and Uttar Pradesh states as temperatures dipped in the region on Monday. Supreme Court of India on Monday said that no to relaxation on Graded Response Action Plan 4 measures to curb air pollution in Delhi, clarifying that it will permit relaxations only after observing a downward trend. The first snowfall of the season blanketed parts of the US, leading to an emergency declaration in parts of New York and a disaster declaration in Pennsylvania. Malaysia and Thailand are facing a second wave of heavy rain and potential flooding this week. 27 people have died in more than 500,000 households in the neighbouring Southeast Asian countries since last week. Activists called for climate justice outside the International Court of Justice as public hearings began on Monday in an advisory opinion case that could soon become a reference point in defining countries' legal obligations to fight climate change. Countries have failed to reach a landmark agreement on tackling plastic pollution, with delegates from nearly 200 nations meeting in South Korea for a week. Walt Disney heroes Mickey Mouse, Buzz Lightyear and Spider-Man hovered over Chile's capital Santiago to kick off this year's Christmas season. This year's Santiago annual Disney Parade marks the 13th edition of the festivity that paid tribute to the 4 elements of nature: fire, water, earth and air. In Germany's Berlin, Santas gathered at the Brandenburg Gate ahead of their big night on the 24th of December. Germans traditionally celebrate Christmas on the 24th of December, and the Berlin Santa headquarters have provided rental Santas for the past 20 years. Swimmers in the German village of Stromberg on Sunday ended the season at their local outdoor pool with a traditional dip, wearing Santa hats just weeks before Christmas. Swimmers were later treated to a cup of steaming hot coffee and Christmas cookies to mark the first of Advent. Brussels kicked off the Christmas season with a light show at its iconic Run Place this weekend, with the lighting of the Christmas tree and a performance by chorus. As the light show will continue until the 5th of January next year, Brussels hopes to surpass last year's figure of 4 million visitors. With carols, Slovenia's capital has illuminated its Christmas lights. The city mayor wished good luck before pressing the button that lit up the capital. The Christmas season has officially kick-started in Mexico, with giant balloons flying over Mexico City's main thoroughfare for an annual parade. The Bolo Fest spectacle, which is named after its white teddy bear mascot, showcased local cultural talent and artistry. A rare Anthony van Dyck portrait of a horse with a hidden landscape on the reverse could fetch up to $3.8 million at Christie's Classic Week auction on the 3rd of December. The auction features a variety of other rare items, including prints by Rembrandt and an Albert Einstein letter collection. Hymns echoed within the walls of the Maîtrise de Notre Dame, the Paris Choir School, as singers rehearse for a performance marking the reopening of the iconic landmark. 500 workers are racing to complete Notre Dame's construction ahead of the December the 7th reopening ceremony. Drone delivery services are boosting logistics in the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area, enhancing convenience in daily life. Every day, more than 20,000 items are transported by logistic drones at low altitudes across the area, with nearly 100 drones flying every minute on an average. Toulouse's iconic Saint Sernin Basilica, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, has unveiled a new forced window, completing its renovation. The Ishikawa Brewery in Tokyo, known for using an ancient sake brewing method, is set to receive UNESCO recognition as intangible cultural heritage this week. The 14th edition of the International Sand Art Festival has begun at Chandrabhaga Beach of Odisha's Konark. The 5-day-long festival features 130 sand artists from across the world. Indian actor Vikrant Massey stunned millions of fans with his announcement of retiring from acting at the age of 37. He's known for his roles in films like 12th Fail, The Sabarmati Report and more. International movie stars including Monica Bellucci and Philippine Leroy graced the red carpet at the 21st Marrakech International Film Festival's opening ceremony. The animated musical adventure film from Disney, Moana 2, sets a new Thanksgiving box office record with $221 million in the US. Globally, it has earned $386 million so far. Alan Birchman, co-chairman of Disney Entertainment, said that Moana 2 is exceeding high expectations and is a testament to the phenomena Moana has become. Young Taylor Swift fans and their parents lined up outside some of Target's nearly 2,000 US stores early on Black Friday to buy copies of a new Eras Tour book and vinyl album. Now, cap worn by the legendary Australian great Sir Don Bradman will be auctioned in Sydney on Tuesday. The cap is expected to fetch as much as $260,000. Indian challenger D. Gukesh will take defending champion Ding Liren in Game 7 of the World Chess Championship on Tuesday. Championship tied at 3 points each currently. India defeated Japan by 211 runs in their second fixture at the Under-19 Men's Asia Cup on Monday. West Indies bowler Jayden Scholes scripted history against Bangladesh, delivering the best economical spell in men's Test cricket since 1978. The Caribbean bowler picked up 4 wickets and gave just 5 runs in a 16-over spell. Pakistan defeated Zimbabwe by 57 runs in the first T20I encounter in Bulawayo, chasing Pakistan's 166-run target, whose Zimbabwe were bundled out for just 108. In tennis, 2009 US Open champion Juan Martín del Potro bid farewell after beating Novak Djokovic by 6-4, 7-5 in an emotional exhibition match in front of his home crowd in Buenos Aires, Argentina on Sunday. India bagged a silver and a bronze medal in chess at the ongoing 10th Asia Pacific Deaf Games 2024 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Ambika Mazagi secured silver medal while Yashasvi Kudaman won bronze. Indian athletes are set to compete in 36 sporting disciplines at the 38th National Games early next year. The tournament will take place in Northern Uttarakhand from the 28th of January till the 14th of February. Liverpool overawed arch rivals Manchester City in a 2-0 victory on Sunday to take a 9-point lead at the top of the Premier League. Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe have led Real Madrid to a 2-0 victory against Getafe at Santiago Bernabeu. Manchester United thrashed Everton by 4-0 to move to the 9th place on the league's points table. Chelsea registered their second consecutive victory as they eased past Aston Villa by 3-0 to level points with second-placed Arsenal. Real Sociedad have returned to winning ways in La Liga as they beat Real Betis by 2-0 for their third consecutive home victory. Netherlands' Sifan Hassan and Botswana's Letzel Toboko were named World Athletes of the Year after they both scooped multiple medals at the recently concluded Paris Olympics. And in F1, Red Bull's Max Verstappen secured another victory at the Qatar Grand Prix while his rival Lando Norris was hit with a penalty that ended his challenge. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.